Yo, what's going on, guys? Spoofy here with the Card Guys, and I'm bringing you a new deck profile. Um, it's plants. I kind of went into a tournament really blind earlier today, and not really haven't had much playtest with the new format of with this deck, but going, through the rounds and whatnot, I have slowly kind of figured out what I want to do with the deck. People that know me know that I'm a big, humongous Reborn Tengu / plant advocate. I love the deck when it was first out. Like, as you've seen, the past couple of videos have been about plants, and I love the deck. I absolutely love the deck, and so I'm trying to revive it somehow. I want to make it competitive again. I ended up losing my first round today, winning to the last round, playing against a Shadal deck. I didn't get to play, and then I ended up coming in 7th place, and he came up coming in 2nd place up into top 8, and I didn't get to play the last 2 rounds. So I need help. Not really, I don't need help, but I figured some things out. Shadals are a big thing. I don't think people are going to be playing Shadals like they usually do, but I do side deck pretty heavily for them. I side deck like 9 cards. I could side, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into the list. I didn't have really any trouble. Round 1, lost to Clifford's. Round 2, I played an antimatter removed from play deck. He ended up placing top 4. I was his only loss until he lost to the Shadal player I lost to in top 8 and in last round of the tournament. Then I played... I don't even know what he was playing. I forgot. I 2-0'd him real quick, and then I played Clifforts, and I 2-0'd Clifforts, and then I played this Shadal guy, and then that's what happened. But testing just a little bit beforehand, it tested pretty well. I know what I'm going to take out. I'll explain that once I get to it, but I'm going to go ahead and get to the list now. Obviously, it is the January 2015 Tengu plant deck. I will be bringing you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. First off, fresh off semi-limit, Reborn Tengu. It's Reborn fucking Tengu. Excuse my French. Yeah, this card is absolutely nuts. Against forget who it was. It was one of the players. I want to say it was round 3 when I played the kid that I really didn't know what I was playing. I ended up going like. Went Librarian, Soul Charged, went Shooting Star Dragon, drew like 4 cards off of Synchros. It was insane. And then had like 3 back row and like 4 or 5 cards in hand. And I was just like, go. And he couldn't do nothing to it. It was pretty great. Tengu made that all possible. So, go Reborn Tengu. Play 3 of them. Then I played the Tour Guide engine. Yes, they are ultimates. Pretty awesome, if you ask me. Played 3 Reborn Tengu. Tour Guide. Tour Guide, I'm not sure on right now. I only play, 2 rank 3s in Leviathan Dragon and Engineer. I'm going to be taking out this engine. I'm going to be slimming down the synchros and doing a little bit more different things with the deck. Tour Guide was okay. I played the one Scarm. I did play 1 mill card, and I actually hit the Scarm off the mill card once. So, I figured with the Tour Guide, a lot of the times you'd be playing against Clifforts, and you can get rid of their sacrifice. Sure, they'll let them search the scout, but you cannot really get with your normal summons. You cannot really get over their Clifforts, even if they were tribute summoned for. So in case they don't have the pendulum where you lose 1,000 or 300 and they gain 300 or whatever. You wanted an out like Leviathan Dragon to that. So I would end up pushing through that and then having the MSC for the scout, and they couldn't do the pendulum, and then it would be pretty awesome. But that was that. I'm gonna end up cutting this. I'm probably gonna play a mathematician build, test out a mathematician build later on with cranes and whatnot. But we'll get into that later. Then played double Lone Fire Blossom. Yes, I need to get supers to these. I should have already had supers, but I'm just lazy. Lone Fire is probably one of the heart and souls of the deck. It gets the engine going. With Lone Fire, I used to when Pot of Avarice was around, you would go Lone Fire, Dandelion, do some bullshit. And then With this deck, you have to play a little different. You would rather draw this and then get one of your cards, than just straight up draw this. A lot of the times I would rather want to draw this over this sometimes. So yeah, Lone Fire Dandelion sometimes isn't the best play, unless you have Soul Charge, but we'll get into that later, if that's like your opening play. Two of that. Then for the other plants, play Dandelion, Glow Up Bulb, and Spore. You kind of have to play these three. I wish you could play more of these, or you can technically play more of these, or that, but not that. You can only play one of these. But it'd be really good if you could play multiples of this. That'd be kind of cool. But this engine, really good. I've always been a fan of the engine. So play that, then play one Debris Dragon. Debris Dragon helps you go into this play. You can go into, if you have this, a lot of the times you can use these with tokens on the field, go Stardust, and then go Formula Shooting Star. It's pretty good. It's not bad, I wouldn't say. Yeah. Like I said, there's going to be a lot more work done to this deck. Don't even fret it. Then for hand traps, play Double Max C. I'm not a big fan of this in the main deck. I might have to side deck this. Not too sure yet. I really didn't get like most optimal plays with this card. I didn't play any Burning Abyss. Mainly since Cliff Forts is a really crappy matchup. This is mainly for the disc play when they actually go disc and whatnot, because you know you can get a free card out of that. Like, disc play is very good, and then if you know they're going to pendulum, you can at least like if you know they're about to have a pendulum play with a disc or whatever, you can max C them, and knowing they're going to go into the disc, they're going to sack for the disc anyway with the sacrifice. So you're going to get an automatic +1 with it, and sometimes it's very beneficial to you, and sometimes it's just not. Like to even have this card. So I'm iffy on this. This is probably going to end up being a side deck card. We'll have to see. Then play Double Gores. Actually, I like this. I miss Gores. A lot of people don't expect Gores now, and especially today. Today they were just so mad that I would drop Gores. Gores is very good against Stadals because if they go Winda, yeah, they go Winda, but you can still summon this and get over their Winda. And then they have a problem card. They're going to have to, you know, try to have a light monster to go Construct to get over this. And if they don't have Winda, a lot of the times, my favorite play is having this and a Glow Up Bulb in hand, and then you can go 2 level 8s, like Stardust, Scrap Dragon, or Stardust, whatever, if you're playing any other level 8. It's very good, and I like Gores. It's cute. Then I played one Veiler. Veiler was okay. I was expecting, this was basically for the Game 1 matchup versus the Shadalls, because a lot of the times they went Mathematician, and there was like 4 Shadalls there today. So, I mean, it was all around decent. A lot of the times, I actually won this twice, more than anything else, because I already went through both of my plant cards. But, Veiler was okay. Then for 2 more lights, I played one Thunder King. Yes, it's an ultimate. I've been slacking, I know. Thunder King was actually pretty good against the second Clifford player, or excuse me, against the first Clifford player. I opened this, and he ended up wanting to go first. So this was just sitting here, and if I would have went first and summoned this, he would not have been able to do anything. And it's very good that it forces him to get around stuff, play around things, and then you could gain so much advantage from this. So Thunder King's very good. For the one mill card I was talking about, I play one Lila. A lot of the times I want my plays to go through, like say I have a 1-for-1 play I want to do, or I have Call the Haunted 1-for-1, and I can do something with that. Lila's very good for getting rid of the back rows and whatnot. If they have a Vanities, I actually stared down the Vanities in the back row, and I top decked this and had a 1-for-1 Dandy in my hand with a Call the Haunted for a Lone Fire Blossom, and I was like, oh, this is just too good. So I ended up going like double formula, like it was very good, and I ended up winning because of it. So I think Lila should stay. Lila's pretty good. I was also considering Raiden. Raiden being the level 4 that tuner that he is, it could have been very beneficial, and I might test him. Then I played the one Caius. People were suggesting a Chaos Sorcerer over this, and I'm not very sure about that. I mean, yeah, sure, but I like Caius just for the fact that I side deck Stormforth, so I mean, this could be very beneficial, and it actually won me a couple games against the. Actually, it was Alex who I beat. The other guy on TheCardGuyz. He was the Clifford player I beat, and although he did not draw the best game too, he attacked into my face down Dandelion, and I had Caius in my hand, and I MSC'd his face down, and then tribute one of the tokens for the Caius, hitting his remove from play of sacrifice, and just ended up. If he got that search, he would have won that game. Like hands down, Scout would have just destroyed me. So, yeah, Caius was pretty good today. BLS, another card. There's no really real need of an explanation for this at all. That's it for the monsters. For the spells, played triple MST. It's MST. You gotta play it, I believe, right now. Then I played double Econ. I'm not a fan of this card in this deck, honestly. If I played more tuners, I would be, but I don't. I'm iffy. It's just an iffy card. A lot more playtest, obviously. One Foolish Burial. It's foolish. You gotta play it. 1 for 1. You really can't explain that either. It's just there because it's plants and it's freaking broken. 1 Snatch Steal. I'm iffy on this card as well. I read Patrick Hogan's article about how it was really good in mirror matches, and it's still good. Like playing against the Clifford matchup is very good. Taking a person's win to taking a person's construct is very good as well. Being able to take something and tribute for a Majesty's Fiend or a Caius is very good. So Snatch Steal was pretty good. Getting in for that damage against Cliff Force is just unreal. So that was pretty awesome. I played 1 Book of Moon. I wanted to go ahead and have this in the deck for what's it called? Like a Burning Abyss matchup, or like a synchro play, or being able to book a monster before they go sacrifice, so they're forced to set it and all this other stuff. So that was just pretty much my mentality on the Book of Moon. Also, a couple times, I needed to draw. I like needed to dig through my deck, and I Book of Moon my own formula when it got breakthrough, or not breakthrough, Veiled. So I ended up getting a draw. Being able to book my monster, or book their monster when they're going to attack, blah, blah. More defensive card than anything. Played 1 Regeki. It's Regeki, so why not play it? Then I played 1 Soul Charge, because it's Soul Charge. I'm going to move this down a little bit, sorry. And then 1 Pot of Dichotomy. I tried this because, you play a lot of different things in here. You play Fiend, Spellcaster, Thunder, Fiend, Insect, Dragon, Plants, it's Beast Warrior. You play a bunch of stuff, and being able to draw, this is kind of like a pseudo Pot of Avarice from back in the day. It's not horrible. I actually didn't even resolve this once today. I'm still in the testing phase of this. This might not even be a thing, but in theory, it should work. Late game, it should be very good. That's it for the spells. Then for the traps, I played 6 traps. And no, I did not play Vanity's Emptiness. I do not own any Vanity's Emptiness right now. So I had to improvise, and it worked. It was kind of cool. It actually worked. I had to borrow 1 Deep Prison, but I played triple Deep Prison in the main deck. Being able to, game 1, being able to, you don't have an explosive play a lot of the time, game 1. Or like turn 1. So what I would do is I would just try to set up and then set a couple like defensive cards or something like that, so I could be able to survive a turn and then explode the very next turn and put my opponent in like a very tough situation. And Deep Prison helped with that a lot. I think 3 is still necessary, out of all honesty, because it's very good against Cliff Forts. It's being able to disrupt plays. Like, this card is unexpected right now, so I figured, why not play this, and it worked. Yeah, like I said, I borrowed 1 from somebody. Then I played 1 Warning. This was excuse me, this was basically for game 1s and going first. I'm not really a big fan of this card right now, but it worked to a certain extent. Bottomless Trap Hole. I figured there were going to be a lot of Cliff Forts, and I wanted to have an out to Cliff Fort cards. Being able to bottomless, like keeping the Scout on the field, but being able to bottomless, the 2, the Helix Carrier or whatever he brought out was very good. It was actually pretty funny, and that actually worked a lot. And then the one called the Honda. This is pretty much just like the Lone Fire Monster Reborn play, except it's a little slower. Being able to bring back a Thunder King when you could, or bring back, you know, if they warning your Tengu, getting this, and then pretty much being able to do everything. Yeah, that's 40 cards in the main deck. I'm going to change it a lot. For the side deck, I'll go ahead and get the side deck for anything. Side deck is what actually won me a lot of games, believe it or not. So, go ahead and get into this now. Triple Majesty's Fiend. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's freaking stupid. 2 Puppet Plants, 3 Stormforth, 3 Twister, 3 Royal Command. Since the new errata came out, this card is just absolutely nutty. Against the Shadow player, I didn't even open it. I didn't even draw any of my side cards in like 2 games that I got to watch the guy play Solitaire. It really made me mad, but it's whatever. I'll still love you, Demaria. Then I played Double Fairy Wind. I sided the 5 cards in the Clifford matchup because that's a very weak matchup for me. So it's 15. And then for the extra deck, this is going to change up a lot as well. I played Quasar today because I figured I could go into it. I play tested hands, and I could go into it, but it was just very suboptimal, and I didn't think that it was worth it. And I don't think Quasar is worth it if you're gonna have to wait. So yeah. Played double formula synchron. A lot of people didn't like this, and I was like, why not? If you go double formula, you're gonna, like, if you can end up, I actually did this once, if you can end up doing this in 1 turn, or end up, you know, sitting on this and then doing this the next turn, is very good. Like, anything that involves these 2 cards and this coming out first and then drawing for this is very good. I really don't know what else to say about this. This is just too good. And then its second effect is retarded. Being able to have this in a Tengu, and then econing the Tengu, taking their monster on their turn, and then being able to synchro with it is just outstanding. And people don't see that coming either. 1 Armory Arm. It's still needed, I believe. You can go into it a lot. 1 Armades, 1 Yazi. I'm thinking about taking this out. 1 Black Rose, 1 Stardust. Scrap Dragon, kind of have to play those. Those are pretty staple mandatory cards. 1 Star Eater, 1 Leo, Shooting Star, Quasar, Leviathan, and Engineer. Plan on actually taking a couple of these out, playing 1 or 2 rank 4s and a Malay in the side deck, in the extra deck. There's going to be changes to be done to the deck. By far, it's good. Good being like the best. It's good. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. If you suggest anything, I would love to know anything you guys have for this. It would mean the world to me to get insight on what you guys think, what I could add, what I could take out. All that nonsense. But until next time, guys, like I said, this is Spoofy with TheCardGuyz, and I will hit you guys up later with another deck profile or an interview or something. So until next time, I'm Spoofy with TheCardGuyz. Later.